Peace and love, everybody. How y'all doing? You see, it's in the evening time. I left my phone. I went to the farm today and left my phone home. I wanted to do it up there just to show you the beautiful surroundings. But anyway, y'all, peace and love. Welcome to Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga. I'm in my favorite spot here. And you know, I like hanging in this hammock. It's just so comfortable. Feeling your body just suspended in air, and it's a beautiful feeling. I like to just stay still. Some people like to swing in it, but I don't like to swing. I like to just sit still. But thank you to my subscribers. Thanks to those that continue to watch, and thanks to those that are passing the word and sharing and caring. I was so pleased when I run into people and they tell me that, you know, I watched the video, and I think I'd already mentioned that I saw Sister. I was in Goodwill, and the sister was telling me she had watched my video. And then what was that the other time? I think it was somewhere amongst some friends or something like that. And sister said, "Yeah, sister, I watched your video." So it's refreshing to know that people are watching, and just surprisingly, I'm sure people are watching. That's why I'm here. But you know, just certain people, when they come up and tell me, you know, I watched your video and I thought this about it, that kind of thing. So continue to watch, y'all. Continue to watch, and please, I'm trying to encourage you to watch. And also comment. Leave a comment, you know, always leave a comment, you know, just definitely do a thumbs up, and subscribe. And subscribe allows you to be able to have a notification whenever I'm doing my video. And sometimes I am consistent for the most part, except for just a few days in the whole 2 years I've been doing this with being on Tuesday. But it may be in the morning, maybe in the afternoon, you know, depends on how my life is going, but I do start and complete it on Tuesday. So, boy, what to talk about now? There's so much to talk about. You know, the world that we're in today, I pray that everyone is really taking these things seriously, you know, because we're in a world where you have two idiots, sorry to say, two idiots running for president of the United States. I mean, it's like, how do you choose from them? How do you choose? He's too old, you know, and what's the name? He acts like he's not old enough because he's so immature. He does such stupid stuff. And wow, these are the choices that we have, you know. Well, not my choices, but these are the choices presented to the people in the U.S. that these are your options, you know. So don't be distracted with these two people. I think there are some other options, but then again, you know, if you know what you know, you know, this is all just a farce too, you know, so, I don't know, it's an individual thing to be able, how you want to handle that thing, but you have to study to show yourself approved, and then you have certain knowledge, and you can make decisions based on some realities, not lies, and not the propaganda that's pumped to us, you know, throughout the media and so forth. So, I don't know, America. I don't know what's going to happen. That's going to be interesting to see how that thing's going to turn out. But today I just want to talk about, you know, sometimes we're setting ourselves up for failure, or, you know, for something, you know, bad to come to us. Because I think we believe that if my family does this, you know, then I do it too. You know, and unfortunately, children learn from what they see. So sometimes it's just an assumption that, you know, when my family does this, my family does that, and then you do the same thing. I mean, that could be anything from my family goes to church every Sunday. My family, you know, doesn't eat well, or you know, my family drinks. My family, you know, is on drugs, or you know, just all kind of combinations of what could possibly happen. And in your family, but you know, things are not hereditary. I mean, some things are, you know, like having, you know, your DNA and stuff like that, but the actions of another human being, that's not in your DNA. You know, so if your parents was on drugs, that doesn't mean that you're going to be on drugs. If your parents, you know, used to steal, that doesn't mean you have to steal. If your parents, you know, were murderers or robbed a bank, that means you don't have to do it. I'm talking about just simple things like, you know, health-wise, and people making choices to handle themselves and to conduct themselves in a way that, this is the way the family does it. So sometimes you have to look at the situation and you have to make a decision for yourself and see if that's something you want to participate, especially when it comes to, health issues and abuse. You want to be the one to stop the madness, and be able to, in your generation, to be able to stop this thing. Um, Whether it be, drug abuse, alcohol, um, you know, bad habits, maybe the family cuss a lot, I don't know. I don't see nothing wrong with cussing sometimes, personally, I'm not making a judgment. Um, I think cussing is a good way to express yourself. But, it could be anything, so, but whatever that thing is, maybe if your family's all doctors, do you have to be a doctor too? Well, you don't have to. But that's a good choice that you can make to follow behind your parents. But, as far as alcoholism, unhealthy habits, eating habits, things like that are abusive to the body, that's not hereditary. It's only hereditary if you continue to do the same actions that your family does. If you continue to eat the way your family does, then, you're going to get certain sicknesses that run in your family. If you choose to drink, you're probably going to be an alcoholic by the time you get 25 years old. If you follow in your family's footsteps. So life is really about choices. And sometimes we think that, I can't, I was actually talking to a friend, and he says I can't because, whenever he gets together with his family, this is what happens. This is what they do. And then they edge you on and try to make you participate too. But like I said, it could be anything from eating to drinking to certain attitudes towards certain kind of people. But just understand that once you become an adult and is able to take care of yourself and provide for yourself, then you have the right to start making some decisions for yourself. Break the cycle. It doesn't have to continue. Everything is not for everybody. And so especially if it's something that's bad, for the family, then you have to be the one to stand up and stand strong and break the cycle. Don't be intimidated because other people say, well, come on, yeah, do this, do that. Well, you don't have to. You really don't have to. So learn to think for yourself. And that's one of the problems of the world, that they're through this educational system that's presenting to people. There is no room for thinking. They just want you just to go along. When they show you this on TV, okay, that's the gossip. You know what you notice when they do show something on TV and there's a lecture about it, or they show something happen, whether it's something good or whether it's something tragic. Then they always have to have some commentators after they present the thing on the news or so forth that explain and give an opinion, oh, excuse me, here I go, excuse me. Like you can't think for yourself. So there's always a commentator after an event happens or something that they tell you on the news, and then they're giving your opinions, and they're giving you their opinions about how they see this thing, and so forth and so forth. But why do you need to have that? Why can't you just see it? You saw it. Okay, I'm thinking for myself how this feels. If I think it's gonna work for me. If I want to spend out of my money for this thing, or whatever the case may be. Don't just do things just because that's what everybody else is doing. Whether it comes to your family or other, or your girlfriends or your boyfriends, male friends that you hang out with. So, again, I'm always stressing for people to be able to think for themselves. You don't have to be what your parents did or what, grandmama and them did or whoever, Uncle Charlie, Aunt Susie. You don't have to be who they are. And you have to stand up for yourself to be proud, to be bold enough and have enough confidence of your own to be able to say, no, that ain't, I don't like that. That ain't for me. And they have to respect that. They have to respect it. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. But, we have to stop acquiescing and going along with other people, including our family. We have to be able to start thinking for ourselves and think about our own life and our future. Certain these things that you do, if you do them at such a young age, then you just know that by the time you become an adult, certain things are going to happen to you. You're going to have certain diseases or certain, problems with this part of your body, that part of your body. So you know it. So you can't get there and say, in the end, well, I know this, that, and yeah. It's going to be too late because it's on. The thing's going to be on and popping, and you will be right up, jumping right off the limb, or off the edge of the road with everybody else. That's what everybody else is doing, and you're gonna be right there too, splat, right down on the ground. Another one bit the dust. So, again, always tell you to think because it ain't illegal yet. It's not illegal yet to think. Did you imagine all the different things that they're taking away from us? That a lot of liberties. But one thing. You are allowed to think. And I think the reason why they're not making a big deal about you thinking is because most people ain't thinking. It ain't nothing that they got to do. But put up another video or put up another commercial or some type of something social media and put it out there. Just bombard the people with that. And that would be enough to get them people to go acquiesce and go along versus them saying, oh no, I don't care for that. No, thank you. No thank you. No, I did have one, but I've had enough. You have to be able to make decisions for yourself, because eventually you're going to be responsible for yourself, and so you can't go and say, well, I did this because of this person, that person. It's not going to work because you did the action, so you have to pay the cost to be the boss. You have to deal with the consequences of doing whatever it is, regardless of why you did it. If you did it because somebody else did it too, you was going along, that person didn't get caught or didn't get stuck with anything, but now you are. It's not going to help you any. It's not going to help you any at all. So I want you to think, because it ain't illegal yet. I want you to take hold of and implement new knowledge. Think. That's what the THINK is, taking hold of and implementing new knowledge. So can you do that for me, please? I love you. I love you. And don't forget to be able to push the button, baby. 1, 2, 3. If you're old enough, you know that song. Push the button, push the button, push the button, baby. 1, 2, 3. That's an old song. It's around the world, baby. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm getting foolish now, but anyway, push that like button, y'all. Push that subscribe button, y'all. Keep up the good work. Spread the word. Push the share button. All right? So I love y'all. So think it ain't illegal yet. And promise me you're going to take hold of and implement new knowledge. All right? Thank you. Greetings, greetings, greetings from Sister Zinga, flowing and growing. God loves you, so do I. Peace and love.